How is it that we missed one session, and yet here we are, 2 days later, and it's already Saturday? How is this even possible? I don't understand how time works. My perception of time has been progressively getting more and more skewed as I get older. I want to go back to the time where a week felt like forever, and not like 2 days. I hate it so much. Hello, welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Another session of Convergence is on the way. Welcome in, Juffers. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. Yes. Oh my goodness. Thank you so very much. Welcome in. Welcome in. It is... I don't know how to explain it. Stop it. You stop it. Both of you stop it. Welcome in, Dav. How are you today? Oh my goodness. Can you believe it? We are on session 9. I didn't think we would make it. Stop it. You can't do this to me right before it all happens. You stop that. You Oh my goodness. You guys are absolutely insane. Holy moly. Oh boy, what do I say? Thank you guys so very much. You're absolutely insane. It's just D&D, okay? All right, let's keep perspectives in a very low. But I'll go ahead and, so I don't get flustered and all that jazz, I'm gonna go ahead and just do hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Oh, stop it. Stop
I don't know what
it.
you're talking about. You see nothing.
No, you stop it.
Well, you know what? It's great because guess what? You guys, before we start, did you know that you will have something? 2 things of advantage. There we go. That's what it was. It was 2. You know what? With this hype, you guys will have 3 rolls with advantage. And the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to allow you to get... I'm going to allow you guys to each, for this one today, you guys will each have your advantage rolls. So each of you will have your 3 advantages because I'm feeling generous. We missed last week, so let's do it. No, you stop that. Just like you stop it. You guys are crazy.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Thank you so very much. How are you feeling? Oh god. Oh my god. I can't even get through it. How are you guys feeling today?
I am
currently correct.
Wait, not on fire?
I am not on fire. That's fine.
I mean, that's a positive. Thank you so very
much. Last I checked, it is, yeah.
The assassins haven't got to me yet.
I mean, I'm kind of on fire. It's getting very hot today. Hold on.
You're very hot today.
You stop that. I'm already flustered as it is. Don't add insult to injury. Oh my god.
I would never insult you.
Hold on, I have to mute myself again. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be playing D&D here. Thank you so very much. Joffers, Exposition, Whimsy, you guys, thank you so very much for everybody that's hanging out. We've had a lot of crazy moments leading up to this whole D&D stuff. I was so very scared to start this whole endeavor. This whole endeavor. I don't even know how to talk anymore. This is my whole intro is gonna be scuffed because I can't talk anymore. I rarely know how to speak, but today will be even worse. So that'll be something different. Thank you so much, really. I was extremely terrified to start all of this, and I don't want to talk over them. That's why I muted myself. They can't hear me, but I think they can hear me still. Words are not optional in D&D. I have to say words. What? Okay, well we'll figure this out. We'll unpack this one day. But all I gotta say is thank you so very. What in tarnation? God. You guys are absolutely exceptional. I guess I want to start off by, I've already said thousand thank yous. I want to let you guys know, oh my god. I don't know. Should we just start it all over again? Should we just start all over again? Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's get on to the news. For those that don't know, we will be starting from the 25th. From the 25th, we will be pushing our streams just a little bit earlier. We will be starting at 12 p.m. PST. Oh my god, you guys, stop it. You guys are too kind. Genuinely, you're too kind. Oh boy. Oh boy. What? Oh man. Oh man. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh man. Thank you. Thank you so very much. I'm at a loss. My goodness. Thank you for the gifted, Dav. Thank you for the gifted Whimsy cast. Juffers, thank you so very much. And if I say your names wrong, please correct me. Thank you, really. Oh my god. How do I continue after this? You know, like I don't know how I don't know. Getting used to this crazy adventure has been a crazy it's just crazy. So I'm just gonna say thank you very much. You guys are absolutely insane. Muffers, got it. Okay, I got it. I will know from now on. I guess quick announcements. Let's get through it. I think we only have one. The 25th. We will be starting at 12 p.m. PST. I think I'll have everything set up. I'm gonna probably just post the schedule in the Discord. So if you guys are not there, make sure to join the Discord, !Discord, or !Socials. There's a Stream Elements thing that has everything right there to catch you up all everything. I think I don't know what we're gonna do. Oh my goodness. Welcome. Oh my god. Okay. Oh boy. Taylor Kiana. Welcome. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for joining. Oh my goodness. 4 hours earlier. Yes. It will be 4 hours earlier. And we'll be going from there. But I think the other thing that I have is I am going to be having a secondary lore dump channel in the Discord. So if there's any type of lore exposition, anything that is given on the side or written dialogue, I will be putting that. So if you guys ever want to keep track of any of the yes. And I mean, a lot of people that come here and hang out I have a big group that are like Europe centric, so it just makes sense. And I guess this is a quick announcement for that to go along with that. Nowler404 in the chat will be joining us. If you guys caught any of the earlier sessions, Nuke, played by Nowler404, will be joining us for the foreseeable future. Was going to be a temporary just added addition since we had a little bit less people for the last few weeks, just to fill in the gap, to have a little bit more. Turns out worked really well. We worked something out, and he will be joining us starting the 25th. Yeah, we'll be playing Nuke. Super excited for that. I can't wait to see the stories unfold. But yeah, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and just one more time. Thank you so very much, guys, for hanging out, for being here. I am not low energy, I promise. I have an energy drink right here. I'm trying to preserve my voice. I've been noticing that I've been screaming, so I need to stop. But finally, let's go ahead and I think I'm okay.
You sure?
I think
Give me another
I'm
10
okay.
minutes.
No.
You got this, fam?
We're good. You stop it. I say I'm okay and you do this. Thank you so very much. My goodness. Oh boy.
Hey.
Oh boy.
Hype train.
You are absolutely insane. Thank you guys so very much for the hype train. It is absolutely insane. I mean, I'm at a loss for words. So let's see how this goes. Are we... Before I keep repeating myself for the next 35 minutes, how are you all? Are we good? You're not on fire. We established this. Are we ready
I
to
have
play?
fire resistance.
I mean, yes. But are we ready to go?
Heck yes.
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 Oh boy. Uh-oh. Hold on. I lost my thingy. Okay, no, we're good. Here we go.
You get this, Sleepy?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh, I'm glad we established that.
We're not. We're not good. Actually, hold on. Wait, I even messed up already. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. All right. Well, without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. Madia and Nuke made their way to the trading post, hoping to find a passage back to Zeals. They knew where the bounty hunters spent their time, but they found themselves at the dry docks, a hangar run by a well-known shipbuilder, Yarvo Daon. They showed interest in owning a ship, but were dissuaded by the price tag. Yarvo was suspicious of Medea and her origins. She finally told him that she was from Zeals. She was teleported to Tenebris Station. Yarva offered a ship at a steep discount of 25,000 credits. The ship wasn't space-worthy, but Yarva promised a working ship in a week. Caelen and Vic had other plans. They wanted to get into the weapons cache locked behind the retinal scanner. Caelen attempted to scan, but his own data wasn't granting access. The system granted access to a data s'mores. They set I can see it from the side. They set concern aside to investigate the skeletal corpse in the center of the room. The remains belonged to a Torthos DeRosa. They took what they could and watched some of the videos from the tablet they brought back to the medbay. Torthos has been investigating Datus in his research, and he suspected devious intent. The name Toxlimosis caused Harlan to tense. He told them that Toxlimosis was a dangerous parasite that threatened the galaxy's existence. They were highly intelligent beings that used anything they infected as tools. They didn't have time, and too many tasks were piling up, so Caelen suggested one thing at a time. They got to work on the device that would allow them to move freely through the off-limits passages of the Tenebris Station. Meanwhile, Madia and Nuke contacted the others at the medbay. They relayed all they learned and called for backup as they were most likely heading to the Taint. Vic and Harlan's other selves set out to meet them. Debauchery was the Taint's main export. If they wanted it, they could get it. This was the only chance at making the credits needed to pay for a ship. They were told to meet with rCon. He might have interest in Vic's more brutal talents, but upon meeting the naked tiefling, it was Madia he was interested in. And with that, we'll go ahead and begin as you are walking to the back rooms with rCon, Harlan, and Nuke in tow. Kind of sits back in his couch, in his sofa. His robes now closed, obviously a little more modest than you first met him. His antler-like horns kind of crest around his head, curling down and just jutting out in all directions, almost extending past shoulder width. He's a very slender man, but tall. Kind of looks at, specifically at this point, Madia. Your eyes and his lock. He is intently investigating you.
Great. Yeah, kind of anxiously looking around, trying to see where exactly he's taking us, but more, I'm just on edge.
Yeah, and the room that you're in is just seems more of the private rooms. There is more sofas and a floor full of pillows. It seems like more of a place for private entertainment, away from the crowds and the noise of the main areas. So, Madia Everly is what you said, right?
That's the one.
And your father?
Well, what about him?
I don't know. I mean, he left so long ago. How is he? What is he doing? Is he still young and spry, even after all this time away from Tenebris Station?
Well, for a time he was well. I haven't seen him in about a year. I've also been trying to find him.
A year? Oh,
About a year.
Did he fall ill? What happened?
Work. I don't know where he is yet.
You mean to tell me that his work took him away from his own kin? That is so very unlike him.
Didn't normally take him away long, but it's been unusually long. That's why I'm out here now.
So, let me get this straight. Your father disappears, and you find yourself here at the very place he began.
Wasn't exactly by choice, but this is where we ended up. You know how it goes with the travels.
No, I don't. Not by choice, you say? So you had no recollection of this place, nor he told you nothing of it?
I've never been here before.
Huh. What do you know of your father?
Well, he's about yay tall, big horns, and is usually in a pretty chipper mood.
Very like him, yes, but no. What do you know of your father? Do he not share his origins to you, his family?
No, not at all. Evidently.
Curious. He leans back and he crosses his legs the other way. Yeah.
It seems the better question here is, what do you know of her father?
Oh, I know quite a lot of Gormod. We go way back.
Did you help him off of here?
Oh, no. I tried to convince him otherwise. Told him that his task was foolhardy, and I told him that he would be wasting his time down on Zeus. You really don't know anything of his task, do you?
His task?
His foolish research.
What research?
He leans forward, his hands on the side of his face, kind of like brushing the short stubble on his cheeks. I find it hard to believe that he told you nothing what he was doing.
Honestly, I didn't know him to be the one to do research, really. He was a merchant, after all.
Is that what he told you?
Yeah?
You see a big grin on his face. Now, I understand that family is family, but after all, I need to get something out of this in return.
Just waits.
What is it that you want?
He points at Vic. Your frame, your structure is very, very, very curious. Come here, just for a moment.
Sure, I'll step towards him.
Media's kind of gonna give you a concerned look.
You see him flip something in the air, and immediately there's almost like a wire frame on your body. Interesting.
Have you seen my kind before?
I invented your kind, your structures, everything is... I mean, the plating on top is crude and quite frankly embarrassing, but it's unmistakably my design.
What?
Whoa.
And your core. Can I have just a small peek? Promise I won't do anything crazy.
What information would you gather from seeing it?
Just to confirm.
Okay. You see the panels like shift and whatnot, kind of overlap on each other to open up his chest. I take a step back slightly so I'm not within reach of him, but
he doesn't move, he just looks. Unmistakably the very same. I'm quite connected and well versed in the happenings of the sisters. You're of Ebengard, are you not?
I was once. I don't follow the same path as I used to.
Well, that path was quite skewed. Your kind was created as peacekeepers, those that could be sent to worlds, discover new places, possible new life in this God's forsaken universe. Yet down there on the sisters, you had other tasks. It's unfortunate.
You'd say that.
A waste. We live in different times now. The past is the past. I want you. For a little bit.
For what purpose?
Fun.
I'm afraid we don't have much time these days for such things. We need to get back.
Why? What is your rush? How long do you have? What is your goal? You just got here, did you not? And yet here
Not
you
by
are trying
choice.
to leave.
We're not brought here by choice.
Sure. And yet, you were brought here not by choice, but it could be your choice to indulge a little bit. A place that you've never experienced of. First time hearing of it, might as well partake.
The things that I've seen here on Tenebris Station, the less time we're here, the better.
Oh, and what have you seen?
Attempts at recreation of my kind.
Oh, here on Tenebris Station, no. You're very much mistaken. We cancelled that program centuries ago. It's been about 200 years.
It seems that someone has struck it back up.
Here? No. If that was happening, I would know of it.
We have the fresh cores to prove it.
Fresh cores? Which one? He kind of perks up.
We're not here with us, much too heavy to carry, but someone was doing some work. Seems outside of your view.
Too heavy. You see him searching, his eyes dart back and forth. Oh, you mean our energy sources? I mean, I can understand the similarities, but quite frankly, I would assume that those wouldn't fit in a frame like yours, right?
It's not just those. The ship we arrived on, it had frames and other... Did it have cores? Remind me? I don't think it did it?
Had frames.
It had frames, yeah, but not cores?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It had frames and another unit similar to mine, to my old design.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Why?
This is fine.
Fuck.
You feel a course of energy through your body. You don't know the source, but you see his eyes start to glow.
What are you doing?
Just having a look around. You do see as the wireframe starts to change, and in front of you, like a small hologram pops up, playing back the last few days in quick succession. Oh, interesting. How very interesting. So that's the ship you came back on, huh?
And the one that was subsequently stolen.
You were so close to getting back. I assure you, that is not Tenebris Station's doing. Whatever they were doing, that ship hasn't been back some time. You see his eyes kind of searching, looking at something in front of him that you don't see. Yeah, see here? Flight logs show that the return of this ship was just today, or not today, but recent. That ship was on the surface for some time. So whatever they were doing, I assure you it wasn't that.
It was no doubt sent from here. Else why would it return?
And he looks over at Madia. Considering that it was more of a excavation ship. Wasn't meant for that purpose. It was the one that Gormal took. That's how he made it that, his way over to Zeus. Ship wasn't made for manufacturing. It's more for surveying.
Well, someone obviously had time to make some modifications.
Did you see this process? Them recreating? Tell me all about it. What did you see?
I mean, by the time we found everything we needed to, there was little more than frames and, as I mentioned, a unit in what's it called? The blue fluid stuff. Can't remember what the fuck it's called now, but it was a unit suspended in time, it seemed. We destroyed it upon release, but it's impossible to tell how many more have been made previous.
So you're running on the assumption that you need to get back there ASAP to stop them.
It's part of the goal, yes.
And what is this time limit you talk of? Why in a rush? What is your goal? To save the world?
I mean, someone has to.
This realm has been spiraling downward. It's been circling the drain for more than a millennia. What makes you think you stand a chance to save anyone in their demise that they're rolling towards?
The fact that I was given a second chance for a reason, not use it to its full extent, would be ill-advised and ill-earned. It's not a matter of if we stand a chance, it's what I am willing to do to give the world the best chance.
And yet you're no closer to knowing what it is you're trying to save the world from. More of your kind. I'm assuming Convergence. Other
If at all possible.
crazy entities that wish for the demise of this realm and others.
And those that wish to accelerate the convergence.
So then what is it, your plan? You head back to Zeus. You go around running, yelling at anyone that would care to listen. Help! I'm here to help to stop the convergence.
There's much information that we need before we can attempt anything, but up here, feel we have less chance of finding that information than we would down there.
Up here is your best bet to find that information. Seems as though the ones that went over to possibly save you from this demise, and he looks back over at Madia, are the very same that kept you in the dark. You're no less. You're no closer there than you would be here. I'm not asking questions.
You're saying her father was sent to Zeals to try and stop the convergence.
Oh no, he was not sent. He took it upon himself to disprove the convergence. This has been going on for some time. They really did keep you in the dark, didn't they?
I look at Madia.
She's just kind of looking anywhere but at Vic and
You knew nothing of your father's work.
she shakes her head.
And yet still you find yourself here. There must be some outside force that drove you this way.
Vic is still staring at Madia.
Kind of awkwardly looks around. Yeah. Something.
His stare is
Something
like
indeed.
piercing daggers.
Why are we here, Madia?
No, you're asking some very direct questions.
Should I not be? After all, you were the one that seemed to know more about that ship than anybody else.
I barely knew how to pilot the thing.
And yet you did. And it brought us here at your instructions.
You know, you know, luck is this really interesting thing.
I have lived long enough to know that luck did not play a part in this. I turned back to rCon. What can you tell us of what her father found, if anything?
Honestly, after the few correspondence that we had, it showed that he was no closer to disproving the convergence. Everything that we had known since the beginning had been the only credible source of information that we had. Everything that he had was theory, was a pipe dream. The idea that what he was trying to do to fix these things, to disprove that there was any chance that the realms themselves would come colliding together. It was fruitless.
So he came to the conclusion that it's happening, whether he likes it or not.
I don't think he ever gave up. But
Was there ever an indication on how to stop it or slow it?
oh no. He lays back onto the couch. You've been around a long time, and you've seen all kinds of atrocities, have you not?
He just kind of looks down.
Seems a little bit more close to home for you. Imagine if none of that mattered. Imagine your very existence meant nothing. That you've been careening to your demise since the beginning, and nothing that you've done ever made any bit of impact on the outcome. That's where we are. And that's why I'm here. I tried. I spent years of my life trying to make things, or make right of things, to try to prevent what is eventually going to happen. But for what? We're all going to die in the end, though some a little earlier than others. So why not? Why not spend your time here in Tenebris Station? Obviously, Vic. Oh wait, did you even tell him your name? I think you did.
I don't think I did.
Oh, well. Rectify that. He points at you.
Yeah.
You have plenty of time. But you, Madia, your time here would be so much better spent than down there. You can extend your life and see all things that you want to, experience things that you've never have before. Your time is finite, so might as well make the best of it.
Even so, I don't think I could live with myself, knowing that I didn't put in enough of an effort to try and stop it. I couldn't do that.
We're just meant to forget everyone back on Zeals. Forget what they will go through if this goes forward.
There
Of course,
has to
why
be a
not?
way to stop.
Go ahead.
There has to be a way to stop it. We just don't know it yet.
He stands up and he turns, and you see him walk over to a porthole that views the outside. You can see passing debris and other parts of the station come into view as you drift through, seeing just the space clutter. You see several planets, or a planet with its satellites orbiting around. Do you think someone as close as your father? Do you think anyone here on Tenebris Station that had any hand in research? Do you think that have not tried everything that we possibly could? How do you expect, with your limited knowledge, to do anything better than us? He turns around, just angry. We've tried it all. We've always come to the same conclusion.
Maybe that conclusion's wrong.
There's a group intent on accelerating this. If someone can figure out how to do that, surely there's a way to do the opposite.
If not reverse.
How? And how do you propose that?
We don't know yet. What
And
we
you
were
think
trying
the
to
answer's
figure
down
out.
there on Zeals?
We don't know where the answer is yet. It could be anywhere. But if you've tried your luck here, it's probably not here. Like you said, you've spent how many years doing this and no answer was found? Maybe your location was wrong.
Great point. God damn.
We all spent our time staring from afar at Zeus, the sisters dancing around. The only place in this universe that had any history beyond. You might be right. Maybe Zeus is the answer. Maybe Valori is the answer. The sisters. But what does it matter? You stop it for however long your lives end. All it does is start back up.
There will be more like us. For every group there is intent on causing harm, there is another intent on preventing it.
But who's to say it's harm? Who's to say that putting the realms back in order isn't the right course of action?
We don't know that. We haven't done enough research yet. We have more digging to do yet. Perhaps we'll find an answer then.
All that I know is that I will not be responsible for the deaths of those that I could have saved. Not doing enough. That will not be my place in this world.
He smiles. You're all so very naive. I like that. It's refreshing. I can't give you things for free.
Are we asking for it?
No. But you found your way here, right?
Obviously.
We came to you for work, to get the gold needed or the credits needed to return. Are you going to help us or not?
He sits back down and contemplates. He seems searching for something. You know what? Why not? I have nothing to lose, and this seems fun. You, and he points over at Vic. What's your name?
I have not chosen one beyond my designation. Therefore, I am VIC-32.
Alright, well. I might have something for you to do. But it really depends upon how interested you are.
If it aids us in returning, what are your... What's the word?
Terms?
Yes, there we go.
Well, your plating seems a little lackluster. How about we put you in something nice, at least for a little bit?
I have had no issues with this plating.
Oh, come now. A little bit of fun.
Didn't come here to be someone's plaything.
Technically, you came here for no reason. You found yourself here by chance. Though, I have a hard time believing that. You're trying to get something. You're trying to get back to where you need to be, and I'm bored. So indulge me a little bit.
What do you hope to do?
In a few days, we're going to have a tournament, and, well, I need a bad guy. Haven't you felt the need to return to form? I can tell by your structure you're weaker than you used to be.
For good reason.
Oh no, I don't think so. I think you could do a lot more good, especially with the core in your chest being the way you are. Having a bit of strength, a little gusto behind your talk might do you some good. Might do the world some good. Maybe you might actually be able to stop the convergence.
You see him like he obviously doesn't have like eyeballs or whatever, but you can see like the red of his eyes kind of like scanning back and forth as he kind of looks down back at and looks at Madia.
She shrugs.
Looks at Harland. And you trust him.
You ask Caelen that?
Yes.
He kind of looks at rCon. rCon chimes in. Oh, come now, Harland. You didn't think I would... If you didn't think that your mind tricks would work on me, I knew you were there the whole time. You see Harland take a step back.
Interesting.
Harland doesn't say anything. What's the worst that can happen? You get a little bit stronger. And then if you don't like it, I mean, I'm not gonna give it to you. You think something like that you're gonna get for free? No, of course not.
My actions will remain my own.
Of course. So long as you don't try to go and destroy things. I mean, aside from your opponents, but... It's just a night of fun. Where's your sense of adventure? You are saving the world, after all.
What will it pay us?
Oh, for the first time, nothing. This is for me. I'm here to help you.
Then what's the point of me doing this if we get nothing out of it?
Oh my goodness, I've given you so much. I've explained some things, the way of the world, and you can't even do this thing for me as a favor.
None of which is getting us back to Zeals.
Oh, in due time. You can tell that he does not respect your time frame. There
Clearly.
there is no sense of urgency to him.
We had no idea.
Yeah, just just to confirm. Come now, you're gonna run back to Zeus without experiencing the world, the actual world. Tenebris Station has so much to offer. So do I.
Metal and wire and cables and empty space all around.
And all the
This
other
is your
planets
world.
in our reality. No, we have space travel, my friend. It's not just your planet that has places to be, things to see. The expanse of the universe is vast.
I will play your game.
Big smile on his face.
With expectation that you will help us get back to Zeals, or earn the credits to do so ourselves.
Of course, of course. I'm a man of my word.
Within an acceptable timeline.
What is acceptable to you?
Before the world ends.
Oh, that's
Before
way
it gets-
too long.
Oh,
Before it gets
so you mean we have
to a
plenty of
point.
time?
Before it gets to a point of no return.
About
And when
2
is
weeks.
that? 2 weeks. Where do you get your timeline from?
The sooner we
good
get
question.
back-
Next question.
The sooner we get back, the sooner we can begin to uncover what we must do to stop this.
To stop the convergence. Huh. I never expected anyone to want to stop the convergence. It's been a boogeyman for some time. Most people don't believe that it actually is happening. All right. I'll help you. And an individual walks in. But you're gonna need to find a way to get around here without causing too much suspicion. You stood out like a sore thumb. And he looks over at Madia. If information got back to me, then this, I'm almost certain there are going to be people looking for you. Do you have accommodations? Do you have places to be?
And it's a lot of silence we got for you today.
We have somewhere to return to. When do you need us back?
I can have you back in a few days. 3 days to be exact.
What do I need to do to prepare for this?
Now just bring yourself, be healthy. We'll take care of the rest. We'll see what you have. We'll see what you can do. We'll entertain the masses for a bit. It'll be a show. And we'll go from there. I might have something else I want you to do. you know what you guys can do for me right now? I need you to have fun, even just a little bit. Time to unwind. You're so stressed out. And look, and someone walks in, bringing little chips, the same chip that you saw Nuke carrying. Which, you look around and Nuke is no longer there.
Wait a
I don't
minute.
know when he slipped away, but he walked away.
All right.
What are these?
Let's just
What
say
are
they'll be
those?
your identity for the time being while you're here visiting. After all, I have to take care of the daughter of a Gormo. I feel like it's a duty of mine.
Great.
To be fair, I'm basically like your godfather.
She kind of looks at him for but a moment. It's like you can tell she's wondering what did she do to get here.
Are we done here?
I guess, if you want to be. There's nothing else you're looking for?
I look again at Medea.
Well, technically, there is one thing. I just don't know how to describe it. I just know it's here. Somewhere.
Go on.
Yes, Medea, go on.
You see, it's complicated. It's complicated. There's part of me telling me that there's something here I need to find. I don't know what object it is, what it could be, what form it's in, but it's a very useful item. I've seen only two before. One is currently in the hands of the person we took the ship from.
And what does this object do?
It's very good at guessing things.
So your timeline then?
A guess.
You see his eyes searching. Do you have more to go on? Is there an object? You said you had it.
Is Harlan still here?
Harland is.
Do I show them the amulet? Give me a second, I need to roll some dice.
You do notice, at least, go ahead and, for those that are here, so both you and Vic, go ahead and roll perception.
Sure.
Or roll an insight, actually. Give me an insight check.
Sure.
Medea, you can take an insight if you'd like.
Sure. Let me cancel that somehow.
I like that you rolled the D100 and it was aggressively neutral.
I know, it's making my choice very hard.
It's almost exactly neutral.
Which is why I haven't given an answer yet.
Glorious.
Ugh.
If Harlan is portraying any emotion, there's no... I mean, he knows what you're alluding to, and you can tell, but there's no hesitation. There's no... Can't tell.
Okay. I think with that, there is a long pause before she reveals her amulet.
So it's an amulet that's talking to you.
This one is, but there's more. And they're not all the same.
May I see it?
I'll approach, but I'm not letting go of it.
That's not how this works, darling. I need to inspect it.
As long as I get it back.
I don't steal. Thank you very much.
Okay. I'll let go.
And you see his eyes glow. You see him darting back and forth. His eyes go wide. Where did you get this?
I doubt you'd believe me even if I told you.
Try me.
I dug it up.
Where?
On Zeals.
You found yourself there. Were there anything that guided you in this way to find this item?
Sheer happenstance in this instance.
Not with some things like this. Nothing is by chance.
Look, I am a very curious individual. And let's just say that day I was particularly curious.
What do you know of it?
He looks over at Harland. You knew of this? Harland stays quiet. I don't know much. But I can tell you that you're dealing with technology that is, for the most part, older than time itself.
Well, in that case, perhaps it may be part of the key to helping us with this convergence.
Or part of the demise that you're inevitably going towards.
It's going to happen anyway. You said it yourself. So what's the harm in trying with something else?
Trying with... He hands it back.
Could this thing be part of the acceleration of the convergence?
Quite possibly. Something of this nature. Yes.
And who did you say had another one?
I said nothing of the sort.
At Medea.
Oh.
The one we stole the ship from.
So there was two in close proximity.
Very close proximity.
Hey, who did we steal the ship from?
You weren't there.
No, I wasn't.
He technically got exploded before you walked in and rescued me. It's when I was captured.
That's what I'm saying now, right? I had no idea he stole the ship. Anyway, sorry.
We may have skillfully acquired a vessel, I guess. No.
So, someone else back on Zeals had another one of these.
Yeah.
Where is it now?
I have no idea. It's wherever they ended up when you guys came to pick me up from my day away.
Harlan steps forward. It wasn't by choice. It was the only way that I could get away from them. Having been captured the way that we were, I overestimated it, and well, it was me. I had another piece.
And what did you do with it?
I was injured. And the only way to save Madia, myself, and hopefully the rest was I sent Talus and Knockferrum away. He took my piece away. It was either that or they were going to kill us.
So the Knockferrum have it. Great.
So, thankfully, while we were here, I got word of another on this spaceship, as you call it, this station. I just don't know where yet.
This is the first time you've seen rCon kind of harden a little bit. I don't agree. I don't agree with searching for something like this.
It's here anyway.
Yet bringing them together isn't going to get you closer to the answers.
How are you so certain of that?
He doesn't say anything.
You know an awful lot about these.
He starts pacing a bit. It doesn't matter. He said it was here.
This is intriguing me now.
You said that these things have the capability of speeding up the convergence. Maybe this is what we're looking for to slow it down or stop it or reverse it. In the hands of Knockferrum, be used for exactly what you said it can be used for. If we get the second piece, they're one piece further from succeeding.
Objects of this nature are not to be used. You don't.
Do you expect Knockferrum to agree to that?
No
Well,
matter
one
how
is currently being used.
They're not being used. You may think that you are using the object. No. You are the ones being used.
You're gonna have to explain what you mean. Because right now, clearly you know more than you're
Do
letting
you
on.
worry yourselves, the triflings of ants? Do you care to understand the way they think? Is very same with objects like this. The power is not worth meddling in.
But what if it is part of a key? What if we don't even try?
I understand how you made your way here now. It all makes sense. You're already part of the machine. You're already part of its plan. Enjoy the rest of your time now, knowing that every movement, every motion possibly has already been calculated. Everything that you do has already been orchestrated. That is the power that you are dealing with.
Is that how you knew how to pilot the ship here? Yes or no?
To be fair, when that happened, it was a different voice.
Medea, it is a yes or a no question.
I don't think it was this one.
I can tell you right now that they're all part of the same. What it knows, what it's capable of. I don't believe that we have means of controlling it. There's no way of understanding it.
So what do we do?
I don't know. But for objects like that, I can't help you. I can help you get back to Zeals, but not something like this. And I refuse.
Right. I'll find another way.
At that point, he
Regardless.
does point to the objects that you were given. I gave you 1,000 credits each. You can use those across any of the casinos in the Taint. Vic, 3 days. Find your way here. Figure it out. For now, have fun. He wades you away.
Not Medea?
No, he waves both of you away. He,
Okay,
he
alright.
turns away.
Okay. Vic will turn and start walking back.
Okay.
Not paying any amount of attention to Medea.
Medea, what are you doing?
Oh, she's just kind of pissed right now. She did not. She was not expecting that reaction of all reactions. So she's just kind of racking her brain, trying to figure out how she's going to locate something she doesn't even know what its form is currently of.
Okay. And in the meantime, we'll go ahead and return to Caelen. Caelen, I need you to make me an intelligence check. Just give me a straight intelligence roll.
Okay. So how do you expect me to follow that? All of that lore and all that intrigue, and then it's like, hey, you're working on electronic key card. How's that going?
I'm so sorry, but it's okay. Because
I love it.
you made good work on your tablet. The time that you spent with Harlan has been eventful. But he's been distracted the whole time. Seems the answers that you ask and any questions that you may ask, he gives half-hearted answers. Seems as though something's on his mind. Eventually he chimes in. How are you able to work on something so calmly at a time like this?
I'm not sure what you mean.
I mean, you saw the same video as I.
Yes? So I'm someone in distress? Very sad what happened.
I mean, the security. Your doppelganger. Does that not bother you?
Of course, but there's not entirely a lot I can do. What is it bothering you, Harlan?
It's the whole thing of the toxlomosis. It's been... You're not very old, I take it. You look quite young.
So I am rather young.
Do you have any knowledge of the history that the world you came from?
We'll be honest, not much, no. Formal education was not something that was available to me.
This realm has been scarred by the toxlomosis. Everything that could have happened, thankfully, was averted. Our worlds almost came to an end because of it. And the sheer thought of someone trying to revitalize a parasite that is that dangerous. Apologize for being so scatterbrained, but it's hard to think when something that threatened the very existence has a potential of making a return.
Well, I mean, do we know that it has? It said that this fellow was researching it, but not that it had been released or was still a threat.
even if it exists in theory, it doesn't make it any less of a potential threat. We had a hard time detecting their hives in the beginning. Their ability to spread is uncanny. Millions and
Did
millions
you-
of lives were lost. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, did you detect the end?
How did we detect them? The toxlomosis?
Yes. You said you had trouble detecting their hives. But if they were eradicated, you must have found a way at some point.
We did. At least we thought we did. And he kind of sits back in the chair a bit, turns to you. It was hundreds of years ago by this point. We found that this parasite, the toxlomosis, was ravaging planets, almost absorbing them. They don't travel or think telepathically. It's more of everything in the universe has a frequency. And the magical essences of this universe had different signatures, and we happened upon it by chance. But we noticed that there is a specific frequency that emanates from where you're from that gives this whole system, this sector of the universe, travelable pathways for this parasite. Once we discovered that, we were able to find that their hive planets were linked specifically. In the universe, Zeus is one of the very few planets that have a history, or at least an age beyond the recent millennia. Tenebris Station, all other planets, aside from a few, only started to exist recently.
How recent?
Do you have memories of dragons? Go ahead and roll me a history check. With your 18, you recall, regardless of who you are, where you're from, there is this innate feeling, this dream that everyone once had. You don't remember dreaming it, but you remember a time when dragons existed, when the gods existed. It's vague, it's blurry, and you'd barely be able to call it a memory. But everybody innately shares that.
You know, it's strange, but can't seem to picture a dragon. Yet it's so familiar.
The sisters are one of the very few places that exist, that have memories beyond the current millennia. Tenebris Station, the planets around, all of them came into existence at the exact same time. We don't know why, but the one factor is their frequencies are distinctly different. One of the only ways we can tell. Either everything, Tenebris Station, the universe that we have explored and discovered, or yet to be discovered, were created in that instant. The only
That
other...
is...
Go ahead.
There's a lot to take in.
And that's the thing. The only other being that shares the same space as the sisters, your home planet, are the Toxlomoses. That's it.
I mean that it originated from Zeals.
That was a hypothesis. Might have lain dormant for some time, but the only outbreak that Zeals and Valoria suffered was several hundred years ago. History before then never, or at least they never alluded to it, but it was during the time the wars in Pernios. Millions of people died. Not only did they have to fight through tyranny, but then the true existential threat emerged.
So this magic signature or frequency, as you called it, it was the same as Zeals? As with Parasite?
Yes. They seem to have the same signature that allowed them to travel distances across. They would send their hive, they would plant the seed, and they can transfer their consciousness from a great distance to another. So eradicating one hive didn't necessarily finish them off. The damage was already done by the time we got to it. it almost wiped us out by the time it got to us.
But I suppose my thought keeps returning to, if you've stopped it once, could you not again?
Possibly. But in recent years, there's been a shift in the frequencies that magic seems to inhabit have been changing, fluctuating. I believe that with the convergence fast approaching, it's just another threat on top of it all.
Well, do we combat it?
I'm not sure. But if whomever Daedus was, if their plans are to return to Zeals, let's just hope we get there in time.
Agreed. Suppose we will most definitely have to prioritize that once we've been able to return, or at least once we've been able to solve the issue of ship access.
It's just burden on top of burden. It's just no break.
Well, regardless, I'm most definitely glad to have you on our side. You've been of great help to us so far, and not be overlooked.
Kind of looks down. I can do what I can. At that point, you hear the medbay door open. And an individual is standing there, Nuke. And he turns to you and... Give me a moment, I need to have a talk with Nuke. He steps away.
Caelen's gonna, look concerned.
The door closes. You can hear a bit of muffled talk from beyond the door. A few minutes
I
go on.
sort of intentionally listen in.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me perception. Actually, roll me an investigation. Oof. You catch bits of conversation. You thought there might have been something devious or whatnot. Whatever you thought. You do hear Harlan's voice come in, though. A few bits and pieces. There might be something to do with, you'll hear Turthos. Ship. Finding a way. We might be able to use it. I'll have something for you tonight. Just get prepared. Eventually, you hear the voices go quiet, and Harlan enters, with Nuke not following. Sorry about that.
Everything all right?
Yeah, the tablet that we had, Turthos. From Turthos.
Was?
The signals. The ship. Nuke is one of the very few people, especially out of us, that could possibly find a way through. And with you tasked to make something that'll allow us to move forward. The little bits I've been trying to isolate the signal and possibly track it in some ways. I think with Nuke's help, we might be able to find something, if it is something. He may be able to have something that could help pay for the ship that Yava's working on.
Is it?
I mean, possibly. The low frequency makes it difficult to track. There's no way to pinpoint it. But it's kind of like hot cold. If we have means of picking up on the signal, then Nuke can find his way through and hopefully get closer to it. And if it's somewhere that is blocked off, then when we're finished here, we should have ways of getting through, traversing this area without too much impedance. Worth a shot.
It, I suppose. Must say, it Ron, do you trust us?
I do. You're one of the few people that, in a short amount of time, have been willing to help, or even care about something like this. Tenebris Station is filled with people that don't have any worry of what's to come.
You know, I trust you as well.
He turns his head down a bit and he looks back at you. I appreciate that. I know there's a lot going on. And things can be overwhelming. And if there's even a way to stop what's to come, I'm gonna do what I can. I can promise that.
Thank you. Is there anything we can do to save the world? Trying.
We're not just saving the world, Caelen. We're saving all of them. Everything hangs in the balance. And with that, we'll go ahead and take our break.
All right.
Oh, too much lore. I'm so sorry.
So much love.
okay.
So
It's
much
okay.
lore.
Jeez.
There's a lot to take in. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so stand up, stretch, do your thing, lots of stuff.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Yeah, okay, sit there. It's cool. You can do what you want. You are independent. But that will be our
Damn right
10.
I am.
Make sure you guys, hit that. I still never know it. It's Shift A, Shift K,
Shift K.
Shift K.
Okay.
Go AFK. We'll have 10 minutes of break, and then we'll go from there and see what happens.
All right.
So we will see you when we see you.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so very much for hanging out. We are going to be right back. I am not going to do much. I'm going to go ahead and we need a fan art. I mean, look, if you want to submit your fan art, we need some rCon safe for work material. If you want to get on that, you can. Absolutely. Alrighty, Meowfers, thank you for coming in. I know it's super late, and thank you for toughing it out for the time that you were here. I do appreciate it. Sleep well. But yeah, we will return. I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm actually going to open the door. You might hear some fans going on because it's very hot in here. Oh my goodness. It is very warm in here. But yeah, Nowler, if you want to make some fan art, go for it. There's so much lore in the the last few sessions have been, in my opinion, the most difficult to write. I'm like, I hope this is fun. I am about to lore all over the place. I'm about to just lore all over the place, and it is terrible. Wait, why is the little AFK thing's not showing up? Did it break? I gotta fix it. I don't know. Sometimes Foundry just decides to explode. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. The plot has been laid out, and what decide, the path that they decide, we will see. I'm excited to see where it goes. But I mean, the goal has never been to stay on Tenebris. They are on track to leaving. So that's pretty cool, right? Unless you just want to stay in space. Imagine deciding to stay in space when Nuke's like, I need to get the hell out of here. Can you believe that? Yeah, and just so you know, Nowler, just so you know, I will go ahead and add your stuff to the Convergence card, like the little character sheet breakdown. I will do that this week. So when you make your fateful return on our new time frame, which, by the way, for anybody that is here, thank you so very much for hanging out today. I really do appreciate it. Very much lore heavy. I feel as though we may maybe it's just me. Maybe people are combat horny. Who knows? We might get some combat in. We might have to well, no, to be fair. Vic might be a big bad for a bit. We might have to fight, so we'll see. We might have something other than lore in the near future, but we'll see. Yeah. As for all of the lore, I am... Before I doze off... Yeah, no, for sure. The fact that you made it this long is impressive. But it'll be earlier next time, for sure. 3-hour combat session? Yeah. Yeah. And you never really plan for a 3-hour combat. Like, I feel like combat and lore tends to be... Like, there needs to be a balance. And in my mind, I'm like, they're not going anywhere that they will fight. Not yet, at least. So we'll see. They're working on fixing tablets, talking to rCon, trying to get everything. It was Dragonlance mass combat. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. 3 hours, that's a gauntlet for sure. I can't even imagine. I try my best not to make combat last more than a couple hours, but when the dice don't like you, there's nothing you can do. That's the biggest problem. Oh boy. It's been quite interesting to see, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. There's just too many threats. There's too many threats right now. And my main worry, I'm like, don't let it run away. If I introduce anything else, you guys gotta yell at me, okay? If you're like, wait, so they have to deal with Knockferrum, the Convergence. They have to deal with Toxlamosis. They have to deal with, I don't know, global warming or some shit that I need to add on there. Tell me to stop. Just tell me to stop. We're gonna reel it back in, though. We're reeling it back in. It was... These are not digestible at all. Which leads me into a mildly okay segue. I have finally figured out what I'm going to be doing for lore. A lot of the lore breakdowns, I want to make them into a little bit more digestible segments, and that is what I will be working on. The lore that I write will be turned into little mini scripts, 10-minute video, like 5 to 10-minute videos. I'm working on a couple I've been thinking about a couple assets, and I have some pretty decent ideas. Hopefully they play out, but it will be just like lore dump videos. I think I got something. I think I have something. And there's a big backlog. Right, we need to start from session 1. So the next week I am gonna buckle down and just write scripts. Yeah, so we'll see. I can't promise anything. I can't say when it's gonna come out, because I'm a big old baby and I don't know how to maintain schedules sometimes. I don't like over promising without being able to deliver, so can't say anything yet, but scripts are on their way. I do have a few outlined already, so yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm pretty excited for it. But yeah, thank you guys so very much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna take the last 3 minutes to stand real quick and let this room air out because it is very warm. So I'll be right back. Oh boy, oh boy. I think we are back. Hello. I am gonna go ahead and unmute myself. Hello?
Hi.
Hello. Okay. Are we all stretched? Are we peed out? Are we drinked up? Those are words, right? Yeah. We're good.
Yeah, those are words that
Some of
can
them
go
certainly
in
were.
succession.
Yeah.
Some of them were words. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Uh-oh.
Oh, hello.
There we go. We did it.
Hi. Sorry, I had a cat that claimed my chair and I had to fight her for it.
Did you? Well, I'm assuming you won.
I won.
Okay.
But she was very upset with me.
Well, she'll get over it. With that, are we ready to return?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vic and
Hi.
Madia.
Oh, hello.
rCon walked away from you, leaving you in the chambers. What are you doing?
I thought that we were walking back to the rest of them.
Are you walking like? Where are you going specifically?
Back to Harlan and Caelen?
Okay.
Question mark?
Oh, I thought we had arcade tokens.
You do. I mean, you have your little credit chip, the very same that you saw Nuke have, and the bouncers at the front took from him. You have one for yourselves, and I mean, leaving the place, there are tables of people playing a game. You're not sure what it is, but you hear a lot of cheering coming from several of the tables.
Kind of look at Vic, look at Harlan.
Vic is not paying attention to you.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I might go try out some of the games. I mean, maybe we'll get more tokens, or we'll probably end up losing it, but it's only 1,000. Try a little bit.
It seems one of the games that is open up right now. It's called 3 Not. You can try. It's pretty fun.
How do I play?
I mean, it's simple. You roll dice, and you try to get as close as possible to 30. You go over, and it's bust.
That sounds like fun. I'll try it a couple times. But what's Vic doing, I guess?
He wouldn't leave you here. I guess he'll stop and listen to what you guys were talking about and whatnot, and he'll kind of hover. But he won't. Well, not yet, anyways. He won't participate in the games yet. But he'll kind of hover and kind of be a guard for you guys for now.
I mean, we shouldn't spend too much time here. We can go and check on Caelen, but we have a bit of time before.
Yeah, just a few rounds to blow off some steam.
There are also questions that need answered that shouldn't be answered here.
I agree.
Do what you must.
Roll me a D100.
Me?
One of you.
Huh.
41.
Okay. You look around at the tables, and there is one with a lower population. Most of them have 4 or 5 players on them. This one only has 2. Pretty clear, if you would like to go and sit down.
Well, I'll go. I don't know what Vic's gonna do, but I'm gonna go.
He'll just kind of stand behind the chairs that you guys are sitting at the moment, keeping an eye out for anyone giving them too much attention.
An older lady, frumpy, like really gray curly hair.
So you're pulling up to this one? It's time to play, right? Come join. Let's get. You know you want to win some money.
That would be nice.
She waits. She points out. Go ahead and place your credit chip in here. We'll go ahead and get it started then.
Okay, I'll do so. How much does it cost to play?
You can go and bet up to 100. Max bet on this table is 100 credits each hand. Minimum is 1 credit each. Double your money.
Let's go 20.
Alright, 20 it is.
And watching you as you're trying to navigate this table.
Yeah.
You've never done this before, have you?
No, not at all.
Alright. The rules are simple.
And one of the panels slides to the side, and 3 dice pop up. They are D10s.
Okay.
You roll your dice, you see where you roll. Go over 30 and you bust. Try to beat me and get your payout. Don't beat me, I take your winnings.
Oh.
Simple as that. Roll 3 of a kind, win triple your money.
Oh. Okay. I'll give it a go.
So what we're gonna do is go ahead and take the dealer grabs up 3d10 and rolls right in front of you. That's not Caelen, I promise.
I can't even see it.
Yeah. It's not Caelen.
Okay.
9 shows up on the board. Go ahead and roll your 3d10.
Hey.
17. Now, goes and explains.
You can get as close as you want to 30 if you want. You roll another d10, add it all up, try not to go over. Or you can stay where you are and try your luck.
Do I have to roll all of them again?
No, one at a time from here. Only the first time.
Okay, one more. Yeah. We're good.
Would
22.
you like to stay?
I think so.
And she goes and picks up the dice.
13. 19. Ooh, 21.
Ah.
27 to dealer.
Credits go down.
Okay, I think I've got the hang of it now. I'll go one more. 20 again.
20 it is.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Roll the dice or stay.
20.
20.
2.
22. You press your luck. Oh.
Yeah. 27.
27. Ooh. Rolled a bit low there for me. 14. 19. 25. Ooh, 26. Dealer stands. I do believe you rolled 27, right?
Yes.
Player wins. Your credits go up. You hear do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Oh.
So whatever you bet, it is doubled back. It's pretty much a 2x.
So I made my money back, basically.
Yes, you did.
Oh, well, this is kind of fun. Maybe I'll come back again sometime.
All right, we'll always be here.
Sure you don't want to try this? I look over at Vic.
Come, test
Alright.
your luck.
I guess we're moving on.
Yes,
Oh,
Metal Man doesn't want to try.
I'll look around at the other tables. Are there any that seem to be playing the same game that Tenebris and I were playing back in Haganath?
It's similar to it.
I think this one's actually pretty similar, isn't it?
Oh,
Is it?
well, kind of.
Kind of, in a way. But
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
sure.
I mean, you are rolling dice, but
Okay, 12.
right now, looking at the tables, most of them are set up for 3 knot.
Come. He'll kind of give a sigh and sit down next to Madia. Do a round or two then.
Place your bets.
How much are you betting?
You said we got 1,000, right?
1,000 credits, yes. This table that you're at right now only has a 100 credit limit, like a max.
Right. Yeah. I'll do 50.
50 it is. Place it. And roll. Ooh, starting off big. Are you going to plan? What are you doing? You rolling more? Testing your luck.
Sure. I'll roll another. 22. I'll do one more. Okay. I'll stay.
26. You think you're gonna win with that, huh?
I'll know
Sure
where
you
to
don't want
find
to
out.
run one more? One more.
Certain.
All right. Ooh. 28.
That's already.
Luck's
Wait.
not on your
Damn.
favor.
So it would seem.
Unless I'm stupid. That's 28. Yeah, it's 28.
No, that's 28. Yeah.
Okay. And your
Yeah.
credits tick back. 50 gone.
I know the next one. I'm feeling it for you. I feel like you're gonna make it again. You'll make your money back.
I'll try it again. I'll throw in another 50.
All right. Go ahead and get that 3d10.
Ooh. Close
Okay.
one. Press your luck.
I'll roll. Yep. 17. Oh, that's 25. 50-50 chance, basically, of going over. $29.
Ooh. You see her wince a bit.
Ooh, let's see what we can do. Not bad, not bad. 21. 25. Ooh, dealer bust.
Oh,
You hear. "Doo, doo, 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 doo." Get your 100 from that.
seems we both got our money back. I look at Medea. Are we carrying forward?
I think I've had enough for the time being. Perhaps we'll do this again? Before we go, of course. Not today. Later.
And
Just gonna
remember,
nod and grab my chip. Yeah.
the games change hourly, so if this is not your cup of tea, there are others to play.
Later. Later.
I'll see you soon.
As we leave, I'll say to Medea, be careful with these types. Some of these games, they're not as they seem.
So I didn't bet very high. I had a feeling something could go wrong very easily.
And you do see, as there are several tables that have like a higher maximum.
Oh,
Some
I
of them
bet
go
those
up
are
to
Reika's
10,000. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll press forward, I suppose. Still keeping an eye out for anybody that is paying too close attention to us, kind of thing.
Go ahead and roll a
everybody.
perception. Yeah. Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Sure. God damn it!
It was right.
I haven't
there.
rolled above a 10.
This is fine.
Not really paying attention too much. I mean, people have their glances over. Maybe they're just checking the table, or maybe you caught their eye.
You don't stand
can't
out
really
at all.
Either way.
I'll pick up the pace a little bit, but
So, where are you heading?
back to the med bay, I suppose.
Got it. Harlan pulls Medea aside a bit. I'm sorry about that. I should have warned you, but there's something about rCon that I just not too fond of.
Yeah. That was something else.
I mean, if information is what we need, he's the best bet, and well, I don't know what he can do with information like that, but
I think he knows more about it than he's letting on.
certainly. Maybe we can press him again sometime, but
We'd have to come to him with something that he would really, really want. But I don't know if I'll be able to come up with something here before we inevitably run out of time here.
I agree. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what Caelen's doing.
Yeah. We need to find that item before we leave here. I don't know if we'll be able to get back.
I agree.
Is this within earshot?
He pulls Medea back.
Okay.
If you want to go ahead and roll me a perception. With that roll, you do. Actually, let me go ahead and real quick. Let me go ahead and. How sneaky was Medea trying to speak at this point?
Probably fairly, seeing as his reaction to me saying anything about it, which I had a feeling would be the case.
Yeah, go ahead and just roll a stealth check, just to see if you can
stealth.
mask it. To mask it.
All right. This is fine.
Oof. Unfortunately, Medea, your side of the conversation, I mean, it's difficult. You catch a bit of what Harlan's saying, but you do catch a little bit more of Medea, and you do know what they're talking about.
Okay. Noted.
But it takes a bit. And are you guys just walking back to the med bay? To the derelict side of the ship?
I think so. I'm kind of wondering where Nuke went. He was right behind us.
Yeah, I told him to step aside. There was something that I wanted to share with him.
Fair enough.
We'll talk about it when we get back.
All right.
Okay. So you guys are just making your way back?
Yes.
Okay. And it takes a bit. Night is setting upon, and I mean, night is a hard one to say, but with the clocks and the timers that are set up everywhere to get some estimation of what the time would be, you make a quick work of it. Eventually make your way to the med bay. Caelen, after your conversations and getting most of the work that you wanted to get done, do you continue to work, or are you gonna sit back and relax? As you've been up to this for several hours.
I feel like Caelen's very injured. So as much as he wants to continue, he probably is reaching his limit. So probably is going to take some time to rest.
Okay. All right. So, you all make your way back to the med bay to a resting Caelen, and you do see the other Harland sitting at the desk, kind of tinkering away at something.
As soon as the doors close behind us, I go to Madia. You intend to find this still? After everything we now know of it.
We barely know anything about it.
We know it's dangerous. We know that it can cause more harm than good if we bring more together.
We don't know exactly what it can do. And if it can potentially help us stop the Convergence, I think it's worth putting the time and effort into.
From what he's said and from what I've seen from you, these things will do whatever they want to do, not what we want them to.
We don't know anything yet.
How did
Just
we get
leaving-
here? Because that
ship.
thing wanted us to be here.
I'm a bit confused. What happened?
Madia has been listening to something far greater than we ever anticipated. Something that has a mind of its own and is more dangerous than she seemed to either let on or that she knew.
Yes.
Medea, what is he talking about?
A potential key that we can use.
Key? To what?
Potentially helping us with this Convergence. But we need to find the pieces.
There has been no indication that it will help on our side of this, on preventing it.
Nor
Only
do
that
we
it will
have-
expedite it.
We do not even know it will expedite it.
That is
That is an
exactly what it
assumption.
does.
It was an assumption.
It's something it can do.
You don't know that.
It's what we just found out.
He has not used it. How could he know?
As you said, he knows more than he's letting on. What do you think that is?
Yet, he did not know what it looked like.
And
Has
why
he
would
handled it?
he?
Has he spoken with it? I don't think he has. Perhaps he knows someone who has, but he himself has not dealt with it.
Mind if I chime in here? As
Please do. As it seems you know more about this than you let on as well.
Yeah. I would have to agree with Madia on this one.
You would.
I mean, there's a lot that we don't know of this AI and its true meaning, and the information that I have gained from it, be it problematic at times, have been valuable in finding answers.
And besides, if we don't find this piece now, only to find out later we need it to assist us, that piece is out of reach. We would not be able to get it again.
And you would risk the lives of the people here to find this artifact. You said yourself, we don't know what it does. All that we know is that bringing them together could spell disaster.
All it has done so far is saved our freaking arses.
All it has done so far is get us here, in the middle of nowhere, on a spaceship in the middle of space, without a way back. That's all that it has done.
Well, clearly your mind is set. Regardless, I will still be searching for it, whether you help me or not.
Give me a reason for it to not be set in the way it is.
Because this item may potentially assist us with dealing with the convergence.
Says who?
Says me.
And how do you know what it can do?
I don't yet.
I know tensions are high, but screaming at one another isn't gonna get us to a solution. If it were me, I know at least I would like to get my piece back. The idea that Talis and Knockferrum have something with that great of a power, that doesn't put my mind at ease. At least for that simple fact, is to get it out of the hands of those that want to do something far worse than I feel any of you have the desire to.
And what if rCon is right? That it doesn't matter what we wish to do with it. These artifacts choose for themselves and has laid it out before us already.
Well, rCon also said there's no way to stop the convergence. Do you trust that so readily?
I trust that he knows more about these things than he was telling us, as do you, as you have stated.
And his research over the many years on the Convergence has led to no such results possible that would help us stop this thing.
That doesn't mean that these artifacts are the answer.
It doesn't mean that they aren't. Like I said, it may be a piece. It may not be the whole solution.
As it stands, what we know is what he knows so far that he's told us. And he knows more about these things than any of us seem to.
All I know is this thing has done far more to aid myself and those who have traveled with me than it has hindered.
Only to get us here.
You know so little.
So then explain it to me.
Only for you to ignore it.
I'm trying to find a way for us to be on the same page on this. If there is no information you can give me as to the helpfulness of these artifacts and the fact that they are not just doing things for their own good, then how am I supposed to believe you if you won't tell me what you know?
This is why I thought it was better not to tell you. Save the headache.
You've yet to answer the question.
Apparently there's no need.
So you won't tell me what you know. What has this thing done to help? Let's start with that.
It told me where to go, who to find. How do you think I ended up in Pernios? Only to
Being
meet you.
experimented on by Credulo.
That was less than pleasant, but we were supposed to be waiting for something. For someone. It just happened to be you.
Medea, is the other artifact like the one you have?
Similar.
What is the difference?
It's a different item. It was a gauntlet. But when it was in close proximity to this one, the accuracy of it was increased significantly. It was more active. It's more precise.
Vic, I must say, even if this artifact is communicating and wishes for us to do something, we're not forced to follow. What's the harm in at least trying to find it?
To be honest, it was because I ignored it that we ended up on that. Well, I ended up captured in the first place. It told me not to go to the eastern quarter. There were explosions and I decided to go to help people. If I had listened, we wouldn't be here at all.
Why did it tell you not to go and help people?
Because this is probably what would have happened.
Is it a voice that speaks to you?
Okay.
Occasionally. It's quite brief.
Does it have a name?
It's never said.
to find out who it is that is speaking to you. Suppose in the meantime... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
This gauntlet, is it the one that you had, Harland?
Yeah, it was.
So now it's in the hands of Knockferrum.
It was the only thing I can think of. If it weren't for that, they would have had both. And I don't think Madia or I would have been alive.
Have you known of the capabilities of this artifact this whole time?
He pauses for a while. I know of its capabilities. Been aided by it many occasions. Up until recently, it was sporadic on its times where it decided to have a conversation with me. Or, I could say conversation, it's really just instruction more than anything.
More like suggestions.
It wasn't only until recently when I started getting, I don't know, strange dreams.
Wait. If I recall, the dreams that you saw were the same that I saw during the tests.
I wasn't
At the time.
doing any tests, but yeah.
No, you weren't. I was. Yet we both saw.
I presume so, yes.
So let me get this straight. You both hear a voice that's giving suggestions on what you should do and having visions from some unknown source.
Oh, the
And
visions were a known source. We all had them. Well,
from these
Caelen and I.
artifacts.
No, Caelen and I from... what's his name again?
Produlo, his experiments.
Triggered them, yes.
But were you having these visions before, Madia?
No.
But you were, Darland.
No, it was not until that very same day. The day they're talking of, that was the first time I've had any type of strange dream. It's more of a, I passed out, came to seconds later.
And what did the dreams contain? Was it more instructions or?
No, it was... weird. I described them to Produlo before, but it was nothing that made any sense at the time. As Caelen can attest to.
Indeed, they were rather confusing for me as well, although Medea and I had different visions.
I shared.
Vic just kind of sits himself down, like, kind of beside the terminal there with the screens and whatnot, and is pondering. But...
can sit there and contemplate dreams, but it doesn't change the fact that we're here now, and a likely advantage would be to, my personal opinion, keeping these out of whomever's hand. Not to use. I wouldn't rely on something like this, but it's a line of questioning worth entertaining.
It's a potential source of knowledge I wouldn't want to pass up.
Harlan does make a... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, even if it's something that we end up putting off to the side in the future, but just having it as an option would be incredibly valuable.
And Harlan makes a good point. If these things can accelerate catastrophe, then I feel we should make sure it's in our hands instead of someone else.
From what was said, though, it is not up to us as to how these things are used. They've already determined how they will be used. They seem to have a mind of their own.
As do we. As I said before, I don't think we have to listen.
And the problem with rCon is that he's nihilistic. He shows at face value that he doesn't care, but I know for a fact that his desire to stop the Convergence is there, though. He pretends like it doesn't exist.
Because he doesn't need to worry about it being here. In this neutral ground, almost.
He worried about it for centuries, but came no closer to any answer. No. I can understand the sentiment, but I know deep down he's still fearful. Things that are unknown, things that can't be controlled. It's easy to forget when you have multiple lifetimes to live through it.
And if the time comes, Madia, when whatever voice comes in your head tries to manipulate you in such a way that becomes detrimental towards us and our objective, are you able to deny it?
I've already stated that is possible.
If it does speak to you again, will you tell us?
I think you'll know when it happens.
That was not the question.
Look, if I have an answer for something that I clearly shouldn't know, I think you'll know who it's coming from.
That still was not the question.
But it's an answer.
So the answer is no.
The answer is you will know. Because I can't hide that. Look, you've known me only for a couple, what is it, less than a week? And you've already found out about the darn thing and questioned it multiple times. Those multiple times have been when it has spoken to me. You have known each time.
But none of which are times that you have openly said to us that it was speaking to you.
Because I didn't trust you yet.
So the question remains, if it speaks to you again, will you tell us?
If it is pertinent, yes.
And you expect me to trust. When you won't even tell me when a separate entity is giving you instructions, whether you listen to them or not. You won't even go that far. Understand that I have been around those that have listened to separate entities before. It did not go well for them.
Wait. I think I know what's going on here. You're just jelly that I'm talking to a different AI.
Oh, don't.
Nice.
I had to.
Vic's eyes flash and he grips the table that he's leaning up against on.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Sure. Oh, fuck.
You hear it creak a bit, but it doesn't crumple. Thankfully, you're not putting your full strength into it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you have your contacts. I have mine.
And yours just happens to be able to destroy the world.
Again, with the assumptions.
Again, with the not answers. How are we going with that tool of yours, Caelen?
How is that going?
Higher low?
With your
Don't you dare.
no. With your intelligence check earlier, you get a sense that you're on the right track. Go ahead and give me one more intelligence check right now. With that, you know that maybe 2 more days of work on it, and you are confident that you can get something working.
Okay.
If all goes well, at least.
Well, if work continues at the rate it's been going, it should only take 2 days. At least that's my best guess.
All right.
Should give us access to, well, just about anywhere in this area, I hope.
Handy.
Anything else that we should know about?
Are you hiding any secret AI, Caelen?
He grips the table again.
It does creak. It is.
Yeah.
It's getting a bit crushed on that part.
Just out of curiosity.
Randy is trying to hide the
see
slight
that.
grin of that reaction.
You can hear it creak. The metal crumpling.
If you'll forgive me, I do think I should rest. My wounds still have not healed.
I think we're all due for some rest.
I agree. We can go ahead.
If Vic walks away, Caelen's gonna quickly just cast mending on the table. Trying not to be obvious about it.
He'll walk away and kind of situate himself by the door for the evening and overnight.
Okay.
I'll be right back, by the way.
Yep. So you all take a moment and rest for the night.
Mm-hmm.
The heated conversations and the realization of the scope of things. There's no sense of direction, no one task that needs to be tackled above everyone or above all else. And you're no closer to the answers than you were before you got here. Harlan sits at the console, and you see him tinkering on a small device. You don't know what it is, but he seems to be focused.
Is this in the morning?
It's still at night. He's doesn't seem like he's gonna go to sleep. There's only a faint glow from the console as you guys all rest in the medbay.
Sleepy DMs.
Gotcha. Okay. At that point, you all, or at least go ahead for those that are sleeping, go ahead and roll me a perception. Those still in the room.
Those that aren't sleeping?
Those that are sleeping, just to see. Vic, are you setting yourself on the outside or on the inside?
On the inside.
Okay.
Kind of by the door in case something comes in, but yeah.
You.
Can I flavor?
Go ahead.
Caelen is essentially his wounds were creeping fatigue on him faster than he realized, and by the time he actually reached somewhere to lay down, he passed right out, and almost nothing could possibly wake him at this point because of everything that's happened and just how wounded he was. He's going to be resting for a very long time, and he's not going to perceive anything in his sleep.
Oh yeah, for sure. For with everything that you've went through, you are down. But Vic, you see as the console lights up, you hear a buzzing, the beeping sound, and Harlan looks confused, but he pushes the button. Quietly, you hear a voice, a familiar voice in hushed tones. You recognize Nuke's voice over the intercom. And we'll go ahead and pick up there next week.
Oh, okay.
We'll figure out what he says next time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm so sorry.
I can't believe
That's
you
fine.
did
That's
this.
fine.
Don't worry. There's
No,
a reason.
No, you're not.
I'm not. I'm not.
Don't lie.
But lore-filled session again. I hope you guys had fun. Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yes, of
There's
course.
a lot to unpack.
I'm sorry, Vic.
Hey, no. I was gonna apologize to you because I am like.
It got spicy for a bit there.
I know it did.
Honestly, it very much feels how I feel. And by the way, if you guys want to watch this character, you see in the top right corner as the character named Rask. If you guys want to go ahead and check that out, you can always head on over to Serious Whimsy's channel,
What?
where
Stuff
we do some
D&D?
D&D over there. But it feels very, very like similar to Rask. I'm just saying.
Oh, I know.
Like
I know.
the
It's
heated moments.
the same situation. Yeah.
Sounds like
Believe me,
last
I
session.
know.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Like, I don't know. Not sure what the plan is now, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
I mean,
We'll
there
figure it
are
out from there.
a million branches. You just gotta figure out which one you want to go on. You know.
Also
Yep.
clever for not giving us a direct path because you know what we would do.
Yeah. I gotta give enough right now just to see where you guys go, not where I want you to go.
I have a mission.
Yeah.
I've
Just
got to
Can
catch them
I-
all.
Can I just say that although it was a like lore heavy session, for some reason, this time it felt like really enjoyable. Maybe because it was a bit more interactive, like
Yeah.
more conversation back and forth to explore what the lore was. But it felt a lot better than the last time we had. Well, I think it was 3 weeks ago.
yeah.
Something like that,
I
yeah.
lored
I
the
agree,
last
I
time
agree.
I lored all over the place. It was very premature and it just never happens to me. I mean, it does happen sometimes, but it was it's not my proudest moments. And yeah. So I'm glad you guys had fun. And
Yeah.
we'll see what happens next time.
All right.
Thank you for the
Yeah.
game,
Thanks for
Sleepy.
DMing.
Thank
Can't
you guys
wait.
for
So,
joining.
next week.
Yeah.
That's it later.
Bye.
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 Uh-oh. Wait, hold on. Hold on. No, I'm good. Anyways, thank you guys so very much for joining today on this crazy adventure we call Convergence. If you are curious, if you want to know, if you just want to see what's going on, you can head on over to my socials, !socials, to get everything, or in the panels down below. All of the episodes will be up immediately onto YouTube, so if you want to catch up with everything from session 1 all the way till now, you can find it over there. Do consider dropping a subscription onto me. You know how it is. It's free and it's fun for me and you, hopefully. More stuff on the way. You can always come along. I post things on Twitter if you want to come in while I'm making battle maps. We talk about lore. We come up with one-shot adventures. If you want to join Dungeons and Dragons tomorrow, I have a campaign going, so anybody that is joining in just now, I run community sessions. All of my schedules are in my Discord, so make sure to hop on over to that if you want to join me there. Here are some things that you want to follow. You follow all of these people. They're beautiful and they play. Wait, are they working? Wait, hold on. Which one did not go? Bams did not go. What in tarnation? There you go. Anyways, those are the players. We are doing it. I am done for the day. Thank you guys so very much for hanging out with me today. I really do appreciate it. The hype train early on, you guys are overwhelmingly just amazing. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. Actual Wombat, thank you so very much for that follow. I know you came in on towards the end. The sessions will be starting a little earlier by the 25th, so anybody that is out of our current schedule, we are going to be moving to a little bit earlier to accommodate one of our players. Let me go ahead and push the button this beautiful bastard right here. Nowler404 will be joining us. He is the fantastic nuke that we just had a little bit of hint at. He was with us temporarily, but now we will be here another time. I really have to go back and watch everything else. Oh, thank you very much. I hope you have fun with it. There will be some lore videos coming along the way. I have been working on some of the scripts for it. Hopefully I get the animations right. There are going to be a lot of things, but I do have some big ideas. I will start from the beginning, so anybody that wants a quick wrap-up of anything, just a quick synopsis, that will be in the near future on the YouTube, so make sure to head on over there. That is it for us. Thank you so very much for hanging out. Have a good night, have a great day, have a great evening wherever you are from. Just have a good one, okay? And we will be right back on Saturday. Thanks, guys. Bye.